Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go through the Rocky Mountain snow in Denver. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Harris. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
We'll try to run for it with Harris. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
And he'll be brought down at the, well, your guess is as good as mine. Why don't we just say he gained about 3 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
And he will score! Najee Harris, touchdown Broncos. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Well, coming into the game, Mike, I'm not sure if we thought anyone would score a point. So this is certainly a really fun way to see the game open up. Points are going to be hard to come by, so the ability to get out and take that lead, now the pressure is on your opponent to chase you, and I would say some pretty unfavorable conditions.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. They'll send Worthy in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well. Set to go now on first and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. And he's in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, KC. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Nick snap on 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
We'll go play action with Nix. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. off the play fake. Here's Nix. Throw across his body is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. On the zone read, here's Harris. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, it's Nix. That's the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. Play action now. It's Nix. Exiting the pocket right. There he goes again.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Second down. Nix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Third down and 9. His head down, and he picks up the first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16. Multiple times and all pro, that is Chris Jones. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third and 11. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Xavier Leggett, touchdown Denver. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone, and Tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down. A first down throw for Mahomes. Pass into the hands of the rookie from Florida State. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run with Pacheco. Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's into traffic, but taken in. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Garrett Wiley. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Butker on for the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. A solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's going to keep it himself. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes Worthy to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Here's a short throw, blocked by Wiley. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down, they need 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Quick throw here is complete. Through the middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And tough for defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on it. Taken down after a gain of 4. From the 31, here is second down and 5. Back to throw is Nix. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
He'll try to run for it, and he will have a Broncos first down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Broncos.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, KC.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. He'll push forward for about a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Mahomes. The second down throw is incomplete.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw. And defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You've got to capitalize and make those plays.
On third down, Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And the Broncos are going to take possession.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. There's a give left side to Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Taking off. He'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now, faking the give. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Blake Cashman in there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Nix. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Mahomes back. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. An 8-yard pickup.
Throwing is Mahomes. The right side, caught by Wiley. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Pacheco. Now Pacheco loses the football. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his 1st read, sees some openings to...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Rashawn Gary, former Michigan Wolverine, in there to take him down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this one online, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And trying to get any kind of burst in these conditions, the only burst is from the clouds. He's slowed up, just a gain of a couple. From the 48-yard line, here is second down and 7. Now, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Second down and 8. They'll drop to throw. Pass is caught over the middle. It's Wiley, the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. 70 seconds left to go in this game. 2nd and 7. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
Here's Pacheco. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Woo! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live. live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bridge.